everybody, it's Cinda Rader and welcome to another of our Cinda Sales coaching videos. Okay, here's a question that a lot of people ask. Why don't we want the buyer and the seller to meet? Now, I have a couple of different opinions about that, but I would say, first of all, it depends on the buyer and the seller. If you've had a really tough negotiation and the sellers, say you're on the listing side, you've got a buyer on the other, buyer's agent and a buyer on the other side. But say, for instance, the seller was a little bit difficult to work with, got angry, had one of those, we're going to shove it up their tail because this didn't work right. We didn't like the way it all went down. Probably not a good idea for them to meet prior to closing. Now, I know in some states they do put the buyer and sellers together. And here in Missouri, we just feel like it could be an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes it's a very wonderful situation where it's a wonderful deal. It's put together very well. They may accidentally meet at a walkthrough or something like that, and it's all good. And those are kind of things you have to play by ear. Now, I will say, though, that I have found that when you let the buyer and seller get together because they want to get together and they start communicating back and forth and saying, well, I know you said that you wanted to keep that piano, but now we were wondering if you don't want to keep that piano, we could leave that piano. If you could leave that piano, that'd be great. And you don't know about it. Or they have been talking about other things that you weren't part of that conversation with, and all of a sudden there's a problem at the end because you're thinking that one thing's going on, the piano is going with the seller and now the piano's staying, and nobody but them knew about it, and it has created a problem. So that's the one thing is you've got to be careful with, and I always tell people that it's okay for you to communicate, but you've got to keep me in the loop if you just must do that. So just make sure that you're in the loop and know what's going on. So I hope that helps with that question. And if you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me at 816-365-9807. Getting ready to launch our new online course, so be looking for that real soon. Thanks for stopping by.